The reason why I chose to do a PhD was after my honours year, I wasn't quite satisfied. I still had a insatiable curiosity for the field of computational chemistry, and I wanted to spend another 3 to 4 years learning more about the field and really getting to grips with the theory and coming up with my own unique research. So I'm originally from Adelaide, and I was actually planning on studying at the University of Adelaide. Would have been a very different life. I would have done probably petroleum and mining engineering, probably would be working right now. But I heard about the PhD undergraduate program at the Australian National University, and that was sort of my dream option coming out of high school, and I was fortunate enough to get the marks that was required, and for that I moved to Canberra for this really unique undergraduate research intensive degree. So the definition of a PhD in my mind, I guess I'll go for something fairly general. It's anything that for a extended period of time puts you at the forefront of the frontiers of knowledge of whatever field you're doing that PhD in, and you're actively trying to push out those boundaries of what we currently know. So the reason I decided to stay in ANU in Canberra to do my PhD was first and foremost, I really enjoyed the research that I had done in Peter Gill's group, in the computational chemistry group at ANU, and had a very good working relationship with the group and with my supervisor. Also, during my 3 years of living in Canberra during my undergraduate degree, I really enjoyed Canberra as a city. It was very relaxed, but still had that sort of critical mass of students and young working professionals, such that you've got a cool bar scene, lots of interesting things to do on the weekends, and really a type of lifestyle that you wouldn't be able to have in a major city. I live 5-minute bike ride from my working place, and that's fantastic, and I would not be able to do the same in Sydney or Melbourne. So going into a PhD program, obviously funding was of crucial importance, and I looked at a couple of different scholarship opportunities, some which were for domestic universities and some which were for international universities. The decision that I came to after I finished honours was that I did want to stay at the Australian National University, especially since I have this good working relationship with my supervisor, Peter Gill. And that left the big scholarship of the Westpac Future Leaders Scholarship, which is a postgrad master's or PhD scholarship offered to Australian citizens to undertake research at an Australian university. It's created by the Westpac Bicentennial Foundation, along with 4 other scholarships offered at various levels of tertiary education. And it was part of an initiative set up a couple of years ago whereby the Westpac Bicentennial Foundation will give 100 scholarships every year forever, which is part of their mission to really create the next generation of Australia's leaders. One of the good things about the Westpac Scholarship is that I am able to focus more on my research rather than have to do teaching or demonstrating to support myself financially. And that's not to say that teaching and demonstrating is not a fantastic opportunity. I demonstrated during my honours year, and that was really, really good experience. But for myself, my focus for my PhD is not actually on pursuing it further into academia. I really want to get a greater technical grasp of my scientific discipline, but once I finish my PhD, move that towards industry and the commercialization space. So for me, whilst I don't want to do lab demonstrating or teaching, that's largely because it's not particularly consistent with where I want to take my career, though it is a very, very worthwhile occupation to do. I am still very happy to be doing a PhD. I'm halfway through my first year, so it's still early days, obviously, but I really enjoy my day-to-day research, and the PhD and especially the Westpac Scholarship has given me incredible opportunities to first meet incredible people, get amazing leadership experiences, and also travel the world. I was at the World Association of Theoretical and Computational Chemists conference in Munich in mid-August, and that was something that I would never have been able to do if I was not doing a PhD. I do worry about making the transition from PhD to industry. That's something which has, for many PhD graduates, proven difficult, especially in Australia, where I don't think there's enough emphasis put on the skills, unique skills that PhD graduates can provide. But yeah, looking forward to the next years of my PhD and the challenges that they'll bring. If I go back, I don't think I would change a thing. It's funny reflecting, because at the end of high school I definitely had a crossroads as to whether I go down the petroleum, mining, engineering sort of professional path, or go towards something that would satisfy my natural curiosity more. And now, on the other end of an undergraduate degree, I'm very happy that I chose to come to ANU and really pursue a path which was more intellectually stimulating than, say, if I went down and became a petroleum and mining engineer. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't think it was the appropriate choice for me. So very happy with the choice I made. Don't be afraid to pursue your curiosity. If you're doing something that you're passionate about, you'll be amazed as to what opportunities might present themselves to you. In the end, everything will be fine, and you'll be better for having done this experience than simply choosing the path which is maybe more financially appropriate. But yeah, I messed it up there. Can I take two? Take two?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
Before.
Yeah, I think what I would say to any prospective PhD students is don't be afraid to pursue your curiosity. You never know what opportunities might present themselves when you're doing something that you're passionate about. And yeah. Okay, third try. I think I'll just say that first part.